muscles. Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, we're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hi, I'm Lisa from Fairfax, Virginia, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, I'm Jessica from Cold Lake, Alberta, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, Sherman, I'm chilling at home, and I'm listening to Ryder and Lisa. Why aren't you?
I love the sass. Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. I'm Lisa. That's Ryder. Producer Reese is in the house. How you doing, Reese?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. Did you notice that it was way brighter when you got up this morning?
Yeah, it was like hardcore,
yeah.
actually.
It
Noticeably brighter today.
To be like a noticeable shift. Apparently, the warm weather is coming. Have you heard about this weekend?
Did you hear what the temperature is going to be on Saturday, Reese?
I heard rumors like 17 degrees.
Yeah,
So,
what is that?
Environment Canada is claiming it's going to be 17 degrees, and I thought for sure that was an error. Like somebody put a 1 in front of the 7.
Or a 7 after the 1.
Because my weather app on my phone does not say the same. It says high of 6.
Well, it's checked right now.
Check it. Let's see if they've fixed the error. If it's there, I mean, we'll take it. Climate change, but
It's saying 7 in the normal app that you use, but I trust.
go to Environment Canada though. Is that where you're on?
Yeah, I trust Environment Canada more, and it is saying 17 degrees.
What the heck?
What's up with that?
It was minus 20 the other night coming home from the Oilers game.
Think of how many visible dog turds will be out there if we get one day of
Ew.
minus 17.
She's going to be slushy.
Stinky
and slushy.
messy,
Yeah.
ugly,
Ugh.
awesome though.
But awesome.
Yeah, that's like patio weather. Mm-hmm. For sure. 17's patio and shorts weather.
And if you own a bar, you better be opening up that patio if it's not all gross.
Do you think it's one of those days though, it's 17 but it's super windy because it's just like it brought in this warm weather and then it takes it away from us?
I don't know.
It's kind of a tease.
If you get migraines, though, have those meds on hand because that is quite the shift and that hurts the brain.
And that's because of the pressure, right? You've said like big weather shifts, the pressure changes ended up messing with your migraines a lot.
Mr. Burns 91 said, I'm not seeing plus 17 anywhere. It's on the Environment Canada website.
And I've done years of weather just reading it. Like I didn't study it. I didn't.
You're not a meteorologist.
No. I grew up reading the Farmer's Almanac, and then during our show constantly doing the weather, and I always felt like Environment Canada was the one that was the most accurate. Interesting story about the weather. Do you remember how like the forecasts were way more unpredictable and meteorologists were way more up their ass over COVID?
Yeah, you'd be like, this is the wrong temperature. You lied to us.
Even like they'd say snow this afternoon and there would be no snow, things like that. It's because the planes track the weather.
Did you know that, Reese?
I did not.
Commercial flights have whatever setup going and they study the clouds, and that's where meteorologists get their information now. So during COVID, when most flights were grounded, they didn't have the ability to pull data. So they went back to like their old
Literally
school,
making it up.
like just Josh Clausen standing outside buck naked telling you which way the wind hit.
He was joshing. Like
Yeah.
he was making it up. And they admitted it too. Meteorologists were like, we just can't get the information properly if there aren't planes flying.
It's
Sorry.
interesting, hey?
Yeah, it's cool.
'Cause none of us had any idea. Well, most of us didn't. I did. I sure as hell didn't.
No.
But
I remember bringing it up to you and you were making fun of me being like, there's no way that that's how it works. And I was like, I have a meteorologist friend who told me. And then we made you fact check in front of us and then apologize to our faces.
No, that's supposed to be when there's good teamwork going. That didn't feel like teamwork.
Do it.
Who's your meteorologist friend? Oh, see, this is stories bullshit.
I'm trying to remember his name.
Okay.
He was friends with my friend. I don't remember. He's retired now, though.
See, I think this is a lie.
It's not.
I just deep dove into those eyes. Let's get into the trade that we made yesterday. Oilers back in action again. Not playing tonight. I don't mean that. Back in action with Chicago. I saw somebody online point out that Stan Bowman does know he can trade with other teams, right? Because it's another deal with the Chicago Blackhawks.
I was actually sad for Connor Bedard yesterday. He posted on his Instagram story with not one, but 2 sad face emojis.
But there's 3 guys that are leaving his team to come to us. So which one doesn't he care about?
True.
I think it must have been the 2 guys yesterday he was sad about.
Yeah.
Because he'd be roughly the same age as Doc, who we got in the trade.
How old?
My guess would be 21, something like that. 21.
And then
Dickinson
is 30. I laughed really hard at this tweet from Holly. Shout out to Holly on Twitter. Connor Mruphy being like, yay, fresh start. And then all his old teammates walk in.
Okay, we're here.
That's good.
Nice seeing you again. I wonder if those guys could just get like share an apartment.
They probably will, actually.
Old school style.
No, because Connor Mruphy has a family.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. I don't know about Dickinson and Doc. Doc's pretty young.
Yeah.
Doc hits everything in sight. I was just doing a deep dive into him this morning.
Okay.
And like, that's just what he does. He's just out there to body check people.
I love it.
He'll put up a few points, but like over the WHL playoff run when he played for Seattle, he was averaging for a while 10 hits a game. That's insane. So he just steps on the ice and looks for who's not looking and nails them. At 6'4" and 210 pounds too, he's not a small boy that's coming at you. That could be an interesting pick too, because I know that Kirby Doc would potentially be attainable from Montreal. Maybe not this year, maybe in the off season, but could be this. If they're planning to do some things, they could ship Doc out, and we could end up with a brother tandem around here with the Doc brothers. And they got a third brother that's coming up too.
Well,
that
we
could
could
make the
also
show.
potentially get Dickinson's brother. He's available. Josh.
Yeah, he was in the Colorado Avalanche farm system, I think, for a while.
And he's 28, so
It's interesting to
I bet he's ready.
these 3 trades to show how much genetics actually matters, hey? Like you look at
Yeah.
Connor Mruphy, whose dad was an NHLer.
Why isn't Connor McDavid's brother in the NHL? He wants to focus on his music.
That's right.
And you know what? We don't force passions. You know, like if that's
Yeah.
what you want to do, go
But
for it.
I bet he regrets every day not spending more time in the rink.
Yeah.
Because if he's got that genetic bloodline and would have had the same, opportunities to get coached by same guys.
Do you think he ever watches and he's like, I could have scored that? I could be lifting a cup.
I don't know.
Maybe. Like, we don't know.
There are also brothers that you meet and one's such a good athlete and the other one just isn't. Like, so I guess it's different for every family. But so Dickinson has a brother who
Josh Dickinson
has been in the farm system. Doc has 2 brothers that potentially could be in the NHL. One already very well established in Kirby, and then Murphy's dad played in the NHL. So yeah, it's a family. We went with the strong genetics for this round of trades with Chicago. It feels like the fact that we gave up a first was unnecessary, just to get rid of Mangiapane and pick up a 4th line center. It kind of feels like, but if they have another move that they want to make before the deadline, they needed to get Mangiapane off the books, and every other manager in the league knew that. So nobody's doing the Oilers favors, as Reese pointed out before the show.
Our guest for today will be producer Pat, who has been working his butt off. Like, there's so much content being pushed out on Oilers Nation right now, and Daily Faceoff. So just a reminder, we're going to be talking to him, obviously, about what's happening. But the Daily Faceoff is where you want to go for wall-to-wall coverage, especially tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Instant reaction, exclusive insights. They're going to have some guests throughout the day as well. So Daily Faceoff on YouTube is where you want to be. And we'll talk to producer Pat about the reach that they had last night.
Crazy.
Tyler, Liam, and then Tyler proceeded to go and play his curling. After.
I believe you just went.
To play curling?
No.
He just went to curl.
Yeah. sounds cooler.
Way cooler.
Nobody plays curling.
Sorry.
It's a way of life.
Speaking of curling, so yeah, my point with that was like they're working long hours. We're making Pat come in, so we'll give him lots of love in the chat because I'm sure he's very tired today. Okay, moving on. Curling. The drama. It doesn't end.
Well, it kind of did end. We won the gold medal.
No. Yesterday at the Paralympic Games, 2 of their stones went missing. Where are they? Who steals the rocks?
And like, can you
Do you know
imagine?
how heavy those are?
Yeah. A cop chase while holding 2 curling stones sounds like the worst idea ever.
Why are you taking those?
Plus, especially if you still had your slider on.
Yeah, make sure you're not
It would look
stepping down in a slippery parking lot.
like when an NHLer loses their blade off their hockey skate and they try to skate away. That would be what you'd look like with a slider on, trying to run away from the cops holding curling stones. Have they found them yet?
No.
They're not cheap either.
How much does a curling stone go for?
Like, I think they're like $500.
What?
How much is
Is that Pat? Get him in here. Yeah, if you were to buy a curling stone,
I got it here. Yeah, between $500 and $900, and that's USD. So
it's not like they couldn't keep playing the game. Like, it's not the end of the world that they're missing, but also, like, who steals that?
well, no, I don't think they would have been stolen during the game. Like,
2 stones stolen
'cause
from Paralympic curling venue. Okay, so maybe, yeah.
somebody just snuck in and grabbed. I mean, when they're that much, you see the amount of work that people go in to get a catalytic converter, and what can you resell that on the market for?
True.
Like $100, $40. These things going for $500 to $900 USD. I kind of want to go steal some.
42 pounds each. Spare stones are set to be used without any interference in the competition. The mixed doubles happened yesterday.
A full
Whatever.
set can cost up to $12,000 for like a full proper Olympic quality set. Interesting.
Yeah, anyway, so the drama just doesn't stop. What I laughed really hard at were the memes that were created shortly after of Team Canada being like, I didn't touch it. After Fingergate.
On the police report, they just got a picture of our Canadian curler on it. Awesome.
Okay, we're pretty excited about our guest today. We've got producer Pat in the house. We haven't had you here on The Sauce in a very long time. Months.
Yeah, I think it was like maybe in the first couple weeks, and then that was it.
What is Snappers?
Oh, this is my beer league hockey team.
Okay,
What,
sweet.
you guys have merch?
Yeah, I don't know. One of the captain just kind of made it and was like, "Yeah, everybody $50," and we're like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Hell yeah, Captain.
That's the old New York Islanders logo.
Yeah,
hey?
we kind of just swapped it out. But
Yeah. I remember that. Why would I remember that so vividly? Was I following that team for a player at some point? Oh, maybe I thought Wade Redden was going to get drafted there, and he was our hometown hero. Maybe he did get drafted there and then traded to the Sens. I think he might have. Anyway, I cared about them when they
Anywho.
had
Yes,
that logo.
Pat, everyone in the chat is saying, good morning, Pat. How tired are you?
Not bad, not bad. I guess you're asking because of the trade deadline or
Well,
the
yeah, you're
Oilers
just
trade last night.
always
Yeah.
working behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, it's nice. I'm happy for Aaron. He's in Toronto right now for the deadline tomorrow, and yeah, so I'm covering all the stuff that he usually does, and I do a lot of Daily Faceoff stuff, which is the whole league, which is great, but it's nice to do some Oilers stuff as well with
Hell
Tyler
yeah.
and Liam, so I didn't mind it all.
So it would have been about 5 o'clock last night. We started getting some hints that it was pretty serious between Edmonton and Chicago. Things were heating up.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a little bit surprised with how much we ended up having to pay for guys that like most casual hockey fans haven't even heard of before?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, like, I'm just going to kind of regurgitate everything that Ty and Liam said from last
Sure.
night, basically, but yeah, like, I'm a little surprised it cost a first-round pick, and I don't love that, but to get rid of the Mangiapane money is kind of necessary, which, I mean, isn't saying much because Stan Bowman signed that contract in the first place, but I think it was necessary, and at the end of the day, we've had a ton of first-round picks in the past, and a lot of them didn't work out. Some of them did, obviously, McDavid, but a lot of them didn't. So at the same time, picks aren't always my favorite. I like to have guys that are coming to the roster now. They were both Mruphy and Dickinson, both alternate captains on the team, so
Yeah.
they have that behind them as well.
Did
so,
you see Connor Bedard's sad emojis on his Instagram story
No,
last
I
night?
didn't.
He had a picture of Dickinson and it had sad emoji. I actually felt bad for him. I was like, they're taking his friends away. Maybe he'll come next.
I doubt that Chicago, it would cost a lot more than it did yesterday for him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, but no, I think overall it's been good. I remember last time I came on the show, we kind of talked about what was going to happen this year, and I kind of had the feeling that this was going to be a bit of a slow year, like we weren't going to do much, and it kind of has been that. But it's nice to see them still kind of putting in a little effort to bring in some guys to make us better for next year. And I mean, I'm really excited for the summer, and again, next season we have way more money to work with. Yeah. So as long as we don't kind of dip into that too hard this year and make, a mistake and sign someone long term that doesn't end up working out, then I'm kind of happy with it. I didn't expect us to go to the Stanley Cup final this year. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair. You see stretches with this team, though. It's usually when we're trailing by 2 goals in the third period where we look like a Stanley Cup caliber team. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Like, they've had hot streaks before. Maybe we just get lucky and the hot streak comes in June this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is typical Oilers fashion it's similar. I look at the whole season as we do like one game. If you're down, like you said, by 2 goals in the third period, the Oilers, if any team, can do it. And I mean, we're sitting in a pretty good spot in the Pacific considering how bad it's been with Vegas kind of slowing down. I mean, Anaheim's picking up, unfortunately, but I mean, we are still in control, if you will, because if we can still put a 5-game heater together, we're right on top of the Pacific. So I kind of like where we're sitting, and I don't know. Yeah, I hope they don't go too crazy before the end of the deadline, but I can see them making one more move, I think.
My hope is that if things go as you predict, that this summer we don't feel the need to spend every nickel that we have in the organization again, because we did have to give a first to get rid of Mangiapane to make room for those are things that maybe don't need to happen. And with the cap going up, let's not spend to the absolute limit so that this time of year we can get that guy for a third and not have to, you know what I mean, make room for somebody else. Because in my opinion, Mangiapane wasn't great. He wasn't what we hoped he would be, but he wasn't so bad that you needed to attach a first-round pick just to get rid of him.
Yeah, I agree. And exactly like you said, the less mistakes we can make, the easier it'll be for us down the road. It is nice. I see, we've always kind of had the conversation of, when you have Connor and Draisaitl, they're playing so many minutes, and every second shift they're out there, and all the important minutes they're out there, which is pretty difficult for, the other guys, like the Mangiapanes and Roslovic's usually on their line, but those kind of guys, they don't get as many minutes. They don't get into the game as much. You're sitting on the bench, kind of like, when's my turn, right? It's hard to stay focused. So we're kind of bringing in, it seems, a little more of the defensive players that maybe thrive in those high pressure, go out there, be defensive. Dickinson's not going to put up a ton of points, but if he can stop the puck from going in our net, then when McDavid goes out there, we're 4 goals will win us a game now instead of needing 5 or 6, right? So I kind of like the angle that they're going. It's a little weird for us because it almost feels like a kind of LA Kings kind of situation, but I like it. I think that those kind of guys will come in and fit really well with us.
If we only give up 3 goals a night, we only need 4 to win, and we can easily go and get 4 to win.
Exactly.
It does kind of make sense in a very simple way when you think about it.
Sorry to pivot, boys, but people are wanting tips on how you maintain such a beautiful beard. Are you a little bit jealous? You got a great beard too, but
oh, that's the worst chirp ever. Just a charity compliment right after the chirp.
No, you're stunning.
Yeah,
but
I am
seriously,
jealous.
What's going on there? Do you put oil in that thing?
No, I used to when I was 18. I thought I needed to. Well, granted, there wasn't much there at 18, but no, I don't. I think the trick for me is I always just I free air. How the trimmers have you get levels. You can do an 8 or a 9 or whatever. I just comb it and just kind of free air the loose ones.
Okay.
And I just kind of do that every couple days. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right way to call it, but
I'm sure there's barbers that would say no, but I don't know the right word.
Don't ask me.
Hey,
we're going with free air.
We're free airing it.
It's mostly the camera though, let's be honest. It's the light.
Sure.
Oh, that's good
I'll
stuff.
start sitting in that seat maybe.
Yeah, just sit across from me.
So we've got
great.
Battle in the chat who called the Mruphy trade. He's now saying he's calling his next one.
Oh, I see.
He thinks it's going to be McMahon, Bobby
McMahon, you are an Oiler. But then there's other people being like, wait, really? And he's like, no, sorry. I'm
He's
like,
just
careful.
guessing. He's
You gotta
guessing.
be careful over the next couple days here.
Yeah.
You gotta think with the move we made to free up that space with Mangiapane that we got a little room to work with, that we're not done yet, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm not the best with like the cap and the numbers and stuff like that. But Bobby McMahon's another example of someone who doesn't have a contract going into next season. So if you can somehow bring him in and make it fit this year, then you're basically putting them on audition where, and we have a lot of money next year. So it's, hey, let's see what you can do. And maybe we'll bring you back. And these kind of players too, like, I mean, the hope is that they want to stay and play for a team that's competing for cups every year, so they might take a bit of a discount to stay and play with Connor and Draisaitl. Whereas when you bring them in with all this contracts, like a Mangiapane, you're kind of stuck to that, and you don't really have any of the cards. So I think in a contract sense, it's good to bring in McMahon, and often the guys we bring in from Toronto work really well for us, and Hyman's a perfect example. So I like McMahon as a player, and I would be okay with that 100%.
And I think guys fall in love with the culture here too, and like the rink is incredible. The amenities that they have, the chef that travels with the team. So like we get a chance also by bringing guys in that are UFAs at the end of the year to like show what we got. Like as they'll see the fan base, you know, in playoffs, what it's like to be part of the Oilers during a hopefully lengthy playoff run. I don't know. Yeah,
I've never thought about this. Like, as someone who's on the Toronto team, do you think it weighs on you how many people hate the Leafs or the Leafs fans? Like, that's got to be kind of hard as someone who's representing the team. Or do they not give a shit?
No, I don't think you'd care if other fan bases dislike you that much. I think that would probably fuel me.
It's so rare that I see haters in the comments about Oilers fans and how insufferable we are. Like, it's so rare I see it, but I know it's out there.
Oh, it's started to pick up the last few years. Yeah. You go on a couple playoff runs and you piss off a lot of teams.
Really?
That's just it. When you're in the spotlight, your fans are on TV more, and they're more national and online. Like all summer, that's all people are seeing is Florida, Edmonton. So it's definitely going to pick up. But the other thing I think about too, and then this is just me being personal, I would rather be on a team with Connor and Draisaitl, even just the way they carry themselves versus a Matthews and a Nylander. Like Nylander flipping off cameras and wearing tank tops in the studios. Like, I just feel like from what we see on TV and everything, those guys are, I don't want to say selfish, but they just have a different personality, the Toronto maybe personality. And I wonder how many players can see that and they would want to come to Edmonton for that
Especially
reason.
McMahon, a prairie boy from Wainwright. He'd probably gel better with this kind of vibe over
You have a term for it. Ontario attitude. What is it?
On-tatitude.
On-tatitude.
Yeah, and like the thing is, if you go into the UFA and your agent's pushing you for just you to take the most money, you could end up on a Vancouver too. And you look at their leadership core right now, and like Pettersson sounds like he's gonna cry in every interview. He just wants to like the season to be done immediately. I can't imagine being a prospect or being a young player and that being the guy you're supposed to look up to. You're right that McDavid and Draisaitl have set a precedent about what it can look like to be a good, solid, professional, elite player. It's exciting. I hope that we make one more move, and I hope that we just get on a roll here. The next 4 games are going to be ridiculous.
Okay, who are we playing this next little stretch here? We've got Dallas.
Carolina's
tomorrow night, yeah. We got Colorado. We got Vegas and Dallas. Yeah, that's our next 4.
That's 4 big games, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm scared.
It's weird to say that Vegas might be the easiest of the games, but it's probably the biggest one because it's divisional and they're ahead of us. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because we talked about these players coming in being very defensive, but if we can't keep the puck out of the net, I mean, and they're coming into a new system and everything, right? So you got to give them time to gel. You can't judge them on the first 4 games. But again, those 4, they're going to be hard games, so it's going to be interesting.
I did see Mruphy, when interviewed about just kind of the systems and stuff, say that he was kind of surprised how close the penalty kill system in Edmonton is to what they were doing in Chicago. So the fact that those 2 guys, Dickinson and him, killed a lot of penalties together, I mean, at least half the guys on the ice will kind of know what each other are doing.
Yeah, I just read Sean Panks has an awesome article up now at Oilersnation.com. He's always coming through with great perspective. So if you want to read more about that, but leading into tomorrow's game, because we're going to have Mruphy on the ice.
Yeah. And I would imagine
And
Dickinson.
is Dickinson going to be there?
I would think that's enough time in
Yeah.
between.
I haven't heard for sure, but I would imagine so.
And Doc's played damn near every game, if not every game, for the Blackhawks this year. It's his first like true year of being an NHLer. He'll probably be like a 13th forward, maybe AHL. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. We have a ton of guys like that now with like Hudson and Szymanski and all those guys, which is exciting for the future years as well. But it also, unfortunately, gives us some trade pieces that we could possibly use if we needed to bring in someone, you know, this year or next year or in the summer. So who knows how long. But Colton's from here as well, Fort Saskatchewan kids.
That's
so,
right.
I like that they do that. Sometimes I'm always like, are they just picking these guys because they're from here? But I do like Colton Doc's game, and he has a ton of hits this year, which is crazy, especially on like a Chicago. So, I mean, it's interesting, and I'm excited for what we can do this summer, especially.
I love this picture of him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It would be awesome. Imagine like him and Clattenburg together. You throw some other energy on that line. Like if that doesn't get Frederick going, if he's on the line with them, I don't know what does. But like those guys would hit everything that breathed.
Well, and it brings some internal competition between, like you said, him, Clattenburg, and all the guys in the AHL that want to make it up to the squad next year. Like, we're probably going to have another kid line next year, and there's only 3 spots on that line. So they're going to have to play well in the AHL, and every time they get a chance to come up, they're going to have to play well down the stretch. So it's good, healthy competition, I think, for them.
Totally. Coming up on trade deadline, what do you got going on around here? You're producing a lot of the shows that are shaking down?
Yeah, so today I'm going to do Daily Faceoff live as soon as I'm done this, and then I'll do ONE with Tyler and Liam upstairs. And then I'm going to have a ton of stuff to do because the deadline show's tomorrow, but I have to make all the boards for the players and stuff like you see on the screen there. And I mean, a lot of them play tonight, and a lot of them are getting traded. So it's make all the boards, and they get traded. And I got to make them to a different team, and then just getting everything set up. It's going to be a long night, but you know, I say it all the time. This is the best job in the world, so I'm excited for it. Yeah,
The long days are almost fun days when you are enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, it's stuff that I wouldn't necessarily be making boards, but I'd be paying attention to it either way.
Sure.
So to sit in front of the computer and kind of be I don't say in charge of it, but you know, be around it a little bit more ingrained in it. It's just fun.
Well, I think it's really important for like people that are viewing these programs to know how much hard work is being done behind the scenes that like you're not seeing it like you don't realize how much work is being put into it. And when we surround ourselves with so many hardworking people that are dedicated to this industry, it's a vibe.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
so awesome.
And just know that if there is another big Edmonton trade and it's like in the afternoon or evening, there's a very good chance ONE, Tyler and Liam will be jumping on to discuss it right away. Like last night went gangbusters.
Yeah, tell us more about this. So
Yeah.
you produced that, and how many Macs were in the chat at once? Like over 2,000.
Yeah, it got over 2,000 for sure. And then I think by the end of it, we were at 11. Like when we finished, there was 11,000, and I think we gained like 50 subscribers and stuff, which is great because it's just adding to the group. But it's just cool, like. Every year that I've worked here, we've increased like these cameras in this studio, and the programs we use get better and better every time. So being able to do a high quality show like that from home on my laptop in 10 minutes time, with no notice, we just kind of went up and did it. It's really cool. And then to have 11,000 people join in, like it's one of the. I mean, the Oilers are one of the biggest things in Edmonton, so it just feels like it really brings everyone together, and it just kind of it's cool to just be involved in that.
Totally. And the people that are getting in on these conversations and watching, like you have this community, even if you're at home, even if you're alone, you're not alone. You're not lonely.
Yeah. Well, in our chat too, like people just waking up and spending their morning coffees together.
And like even like when I was in the chat with you guys last night, even the people that were saying, "God, I remember when there were 30 of us."
Yeah.
And like, look how much it's grown.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing ever. When do you have to get out of here?
I don't know what time it is.
It's
but...
9:30.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I could probably stay another 5 minutes.
Okay.
Or so if you
Okay, I
want.
got a game quick.
We're gonna
before
play a
you
little
go.
game.
It's called Pat the Stat.
We're always trying to come up with puns. Sometimes they're a bit of a stretch.
So I have stats about the 3 players we acquired. 3 different things. They're all real. You don't have to like determine which one's real.
No.
You just tell me which one you get like the most excited for.
Okay.
Which one pumps you up the most? Which one you want to like pat?
Okay, I got you.
Ooh.
Pat the Stat.
I like it.
Connor Mruphy. Connor's dad, Gord, was known for his blistering slap shot. In juniors, he once hit one so hard it broke the goalie's mask, and then the puck went into the net.
Okay.
Thought that was kind of cool. Second stat about Connor Mruphy. He surpassed 100 hits and 100 blocks block shots in 6 consecutive seasons and will very likely make it 7 this year. And the third stat is he said his favorite thing to do after a tough game is just head home and hang out with his dog.
Okay, this is so hard.
What's your favorite piece of information you just learned about Connor?
You guys know my answer.
I mean, yeah, the dog one's hard to argue with, but I think coming from an Oiler fan perspective, it's the block shots.
Yes, good answer.
Yeah, this is something that I kind of looked up too when we first acquired him. Like, obviously, block shots aren't going to the net. They don't get a chance to get to the goalie, which sometimes is questionable for the Oilers. But it also just shows that he's dedicated to his team, a good teammate, willing to do whatever it takes to win. And those are the kind of guys you want in the locker room. And one of my favorite Oilers of all time is Chris Russell. And that's going to be crazy for people. But just watching him throw his body on the line day in, day out, no matter what the game, it didn't matter if we were in a playoff spot, he was blocking shots. And it just... I don't know. I loved watching him do that. So if we can have another guy come in and do kind of the same thing and willing to be a team player right off the bat, I think what I was looking at was some of his block shots went down a little bit, but I mean, Chicago not in a playoff spot. Maybe you're like, I don't want to get injured for no reason, right? So if he's coming in and laying the body on the line every night for the Oilers, like the guys in the room are going to love him for that, and he's going to be an instant favorite.
Okay, can we just talk about, I just wrote this in the chat, can we talk about how awesome Pat's perspective is and his answers are? You could have easily been like, I like the dog one next.
I do like the dog one.
Yes, we do like the dog one, but like epic. So good.
Yeah, it's a cool combo too. The block shots with the hits just means he's willing to put his body on the line for the team. I couldn't agree more. All right, let's go to Dickinson. The 3 stats I have about him. There's an Instagram page called Did Jason Dickinson Score? And
how many followers does it have?
Like 54 followers. 3 out of the 4 posts on the page just say no. So that's the first stat I found about him.
Okay.
I was still at Reese. It's actually pretty tricky to deep dive and find stats about guys that are just like keep under the radar, play good defense, you know.
They don't have a wiki page.
This one, his value is heavily skewed towards defense, ranking in the 97th percentile defensively. He is ranked 12th among NHL centers in even strength defensive WAR. So that's a stat that I know the statisticians out there and the analytics people love. And then finally, he has been to a Stanley Cup final in Edmonton before.
With Chicago? No. Who would he have been with?
This, you said that this
Trick
isn't
question.
a trivia question for him.
It's just a true stat.
Who was it with?
It was with Dallas in the bubble.
Oh, that's
Trick
question.
Trick stat.
that bubble stat always gets me. Just for anything. There's so many different, because Edmonton's just a hub for so long.
Okay, I forget everything you just said.
I assume your favorite stat is that he's in the 97th percentage defensively.
Yeah, like I have to go with the Oiler fan answer, but I mean, it's just a cool thing. A lot of I don't remember the exact number, I guess 97th, but there was a chart that I saw on Twitter yesterday where he was basically right at the top of playing tough minutes against the toughest players in the NHL, and it's the perfect fit for us because that's exactly what we need. We need to be able to send Connor and Draisaitl out against lines that are a little bit easier. Well, they don't have to, but it'd be nice to send them out with lines that are easier for them, which means we have to send guys out against tougher matchups. And the deeper teams, if you want to win those games, your second, third line needs to be able to keep the puck out of the net. So if we can put him out there against the top guys on other teams and trust him to do that, then I mean, that's exactly what we're saying of him being a good fit. And we don't need him to put up goals.
Right.
But maybe we can get that account to put up a couple more yeses. This is the exact one here, yeah.
Second highest percentage time on ice versus elite competition in the NHL among forwards. My goodness.
So that's the exact reason you want to bring a guy in. Like, we're not bringing him in to score 30 goals, but if we can keep pucks out of our net, I mean, it's nice to see him up at the top there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's going to get those kind of minutes, and every minute that there's other players on the ice, like Connor played like 27 minutes the other night, and sure, that's great. I love that, but if we can keep him to 23, so when he's out there, he's 100% and rested, it's just going to help us. It's all.
Okay, could you bring up that picture again, Reese? Why does Kirill Kaprizov drop so low there compared to everybody else? He plays no time against the best players, elite competition.
Which is odd. I mean, it's kind of a good strategy. Like I said, put your best player against their worst players, but
it's just such a significant drop to him way down there with everyone else. And then my doc stats aren't great. We talked about most of them. Local boy.
Yeah.
That's the first one. I've heard people say he's from St. Albert and Short Park, but I think the majority of his childhood was Fort Sask, as far as I can tell. He's 6'4" and roughly 210 pounds.
Okay.
And the last stat is in his championship WHL run with the Thunderbirds, he was averaging around 10 hits a game.
Yeah, it's got to be the hits per game. Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of what we brought Frederick in for and why we loved Clattenburg when he came up. So if he can just add to that and make Frederick, it can maybe... I always say, like, it's nice to have more than one tough guy, because if you're the only tough guy, you go out there, you start hitting people, you're a target. But if you kind of have someone that has your back out there, then you feel a little more comfortable. Or maybe you're sick, maybe you're hurt, and you can't go out there and bang bodies. To have a second guy to do that is great. But yeah, no, I also like the local thing. Obviously, he's played in my men's league golf before. Like,
Okay.
I didn't really know. Like, we were kind of just sitting at the table, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Kirby and Colton are here," and we're like, "What?" That was kind of cool.
That is cool.
I haven't really had a chance to talk to him, but maybe if I see him this summer, I will. Hopefully, he'll be around a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a chance to.
And you would think that maybe Montreal's willing to depart with Kirby too. Like,
It's funny you say that because Kirby has been kind of in the rumors lately around Edmonton, and then you bring in one brother, and maybe he again signs a little bit of a discount, or maybe he's going to the manager going like, "If you're gonna move me, like, bring me home." But so that's an interesting thought. I would keep an eye
Very
on that
interesting.
for sure.
That's why I'm saying Josh Dickinson is on his way for 20 grand.
well, just think of those
yeah,
those two.
Bring on the other brother.
Those two in the outdoor rink when they were 8 years old, bashing each other's heads in, the Doc brothers, and the third one as well is apparently a pretty good hockey player. But you got to think their dream would be, imagine if we get to play for the
That's what
Edmonton Oilers someday together. Like,
when you were that age, were you not pretending you were in the NHL with your brothers when you were out there on the...
and all we wanted
rink?
to do was play for the Oilers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the first time Colton plays for us, they're showing the picture of him as a kid with an Oiler jersey on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
almost
love it.
guarantee it. So,
I eat it up.
Kirby's probably the same.
Yep.
The pictures of Macklin Celebrini in the Team Canada gear when he was a kid that they
So
showed
cute.
throughout the Olympics just had me so hyped.
I know that those pictures were from 3 years ago. All right, Pat, thank you so much for coming
anytime.
in. Means
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
That's
And
great.
best of luck. Lots of coffee. You've got this. Hydrate. The chat is here for you. They're supporting you. So
And if you need anything technical or whatever, feel free to ask Reece.
not us.
Yeah, don't
Will
ask.
do it.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Awesome.
3 stars of anything is coming up today. We're going to move on from hockey a little bit, but we'll get back into this trade, and we'll try to keep you updated if we hear anything else.
Totally.
Normally, trades haven't happened in the morning all that much, but the Stuart Skinner deal has taught us something a little different, that it would happen about 3 minutes before showtime.
And I love how Reese will just go, There's been a trade.
Yeah,
That's our Reese
a
impression.
few that we got.
There's been a trade.
Yesterday with Tyler Myers going to the Canucks, we got there's been a trade as well. Anything going on today so far, Reese?
Like a little bit of stuff. There's nothing super crazy. Basically, Nick Dowd got traded to Vegas. And then it sounds like LA is going to re-sign Corey Perry at some point, so he's not being traded.
So he's not a UFA. They're going to give him another year.
Yeah, it
All
sounds
right.
like it.
It wouldn't be more than that probably. Cause
I doubt it.
he's like
100?
56. Yeah. He still plays a pretty decent game.
You
and,
guys,
like,
like-
Corey Perry is a cockroach.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how old he is. He's going out there and he's killing it.
and the fact that like he's missed a good chunk of this season means that he's got some juice left potentially for playoffs.
And
like,
I mean, like any position they put him in last year in the playoffs, he excelled. Like,
Yeah.
you need to step up on the power play.
True.
Boom, here we go. Here's Corey Perry. Like,
yeah, he
he's
played some
still-
like first line time, a significant amount actually.
He's an awesome player still, but it sucks that he's just gonna be rotting with the Kings for the
Yeah.
rest of his career.
Yeah, they sure dropped off since that Panarin deal. I wonder if they're kind of kicking themselves for that. They didn't have to give up much. We gave up more for Dickinson than they gave up for Panarin, which is pretty ridiculous. But all right, well, keep us updated if you hear anything else, Reese.
We are going to get into things that are happening around Edmonton, including the Nation Hangout. You can join us tomorrow night. we're going to have a little pizza party in support of the Rio Terrace Community Preschool. This is going to be shaken out at Uncle Glenn's, and you can grab your tickets now. They're $35. That includes your beverage and your pizza. Nationgear.ca. Would love to see you there. Tyler Remchuk's going to join us as well, and hopefully we see all of you.
And that's one beverage that you get with your ticket, and I'm pretty sure as much pizza as you can eat. It's a pizza party, so that means unlimited, right?
Yeah. If we show up and they're like, sorry, one slice each, like I'm going to personally order more pizza
for everyone.
For everyone. No, but I doubt that that's the case. So we're going to have a good time. Let's get into this segment. We're going to talk about what's happening in Edmonton. It's a presentation of River Cree Resort and Casino, your home for great performances. And Canadian country group High Valley is going to be at the venue on March 21st. So if you're interested in grabbing tickets for this, doors open at 8, show goes at 9, and you can get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 years old.
Happy to have River Cree Resort and Casino jumping aboard.
I have had some of the best experiences of my life at the River Cree. It's so much fun.
Yeah, like a lot of great events come running through too, so we'll keep you updated on what's happening there so you don't miss a show. I saw that a lot of people were pretty upset. Grace O'Malley, I think that's how you pronounce her name, a comic. She was a really big podcaster. She was performing in town last weekend at West Ed, and all of the comments are like, how didn't I know about this?
Where was the promo on this, girl? We would have been there, because she said the show was terrible. Like she didn't have a good time. The vibes weren't right. I'm like, none of her fans were there. Were
soft. Yeah, true. So, yeah, we'll make sure that doesn't happen for all the shows out at River Cree Resort and Casino.
Yep.
We'll be the first to let you know about them.
So what's happening in Edmonton? I mean, Northside Norm came through in the comments on YouTube saying Drysaddle Bobblehead Day is happening this month. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, March 15th. Drysaddle Bobblehead Day. That is a hot commodity.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a couple coming up over the next little bit here. I think there's an Echo one. Maybe a Nurse one. I can't remember what the other one is. Anyway. Happening in Edmonton. Edmonton and Calgary bidding to be the next World Cup of Hockey in 2028. This will be happening in February of that year, hopefully. And that'll take place at Calgary's new arena when that's up and ready to rock. And then, of course,
with Rogers Place.
With Rogers Place. So an Alberta bid for the World Cup of Hockey. And Daniel Smith says they're putting $15 million in. That's being chalked up for this bid.
Interesting. I mean, that is... You look at Four Nations and how intense it got last time. You wonder with the World Cup of Hockey if it'll have the same kind of intensity.
I don't know. Like, Reese, do you see your family getting tickets for this if it rolls through?
I would definitely want to go for sure. Like
the last World Cup of Hockey felt like a bit of a miss, though, didn't it?
Yeah, because that was before the season, and it was in Toronto, I think, when they had the Team North America and everything.
Right, the Young Guns, Team North America Young Guns. Yeah,
I wasn't as into it as I was, but that was also they were just coming out of the Olympics, and I was I assumed that there would be best on best all the time.
Right.
But now if they were to bring it back, I would be very fired up to be going. If we were to host it in Edmonton, Calgary, I think it's hard to pass up this opportunity.
I also think I would want that as an excuse to go check out their new arena in Calgary, because there's always been this, haha, your arena sucks. And then when they announced their new one, I was like, ugh. It's going to be awesome.
Well, and I heard Bettman interviewed yesterday, I think, about it, and he said this will be the best arena that's ever been built.
Oh, and you know what? I love our arena. It is stunning.
Fine. We good?
Bless you.
I'm fine.
But why the, why the performance?
What do you mean?
You okay?
Yeah.
Did you pull a muscle?
No, I'm fine. It just takes a minute. I went through a lot.
You didn't cover your mouth.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yeah,
I did. Roll the tape back. Did he cover his mouth?
He can't roll the tape back while we're live.
Well, let's ask the chat.
Bless you. That's what you should be saying.
I did.
No.
And I made sure to say it first before anything else, I think.
But yes, Calgary's new arena. I didn't think it would be done by February 2028.
Honestly, it probably won't be.
Well,
half of it will still have construction up, I bet.
It'll be like the Italy situation where it's just They have to throw in a little bit of a smaller rink.
Well, yeah, we had James Duthie on just the other day on The Sauce. If you missed that episode, go back and watch it. He absolutely roasts us, I think unintentionally, but it was epic. But he was talking about how their kitchen wasn't finished in time, so they couldn't even eat authentic Italian food when they were going between their hotel and the rink.
And they were doing
7 days
coverage of like not just the Canada games. They were doing all the games. So they were at the rink all day.
Couldn't leave for 7 days.
That's wild.
And he said the food was awful.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That would be such a great experience if the food was amazing.
If you were getting those authentic Italian dishes,
nothing like
10
it.
out of 10 experience. Okay. What else is happening in Edmonton? One more story. The city.
Before you get into it, I will say that I do like that this World Cup of Hockey isn't going to be like Reese pointed out. The last time around was in the summer. And I just had a really rough time trying to get excited for hockey in the summer. I was like, I got other things to do. You know?
What?
Well, I just did. And Stanley Cup finals the last couple of years have gone into the late spring, early summer or whatever, close to around there. That's a little bit different because you're invested all year. But just to be sitting down and watching hockey in August felt really peculiar.
Yeah, putting on a jersey with shorts is
even the World Baseball Classic, to try to get excited for this when I'm like, but I'm not even excited about baseball yet. I get excited about baseball in the summer. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Anyway.
Well, what about this Saturday? You going to be excited about baseball this Saturday when it's 17 degrees?
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to feel pretty
Team
good.
Canada plays, I think, their first game on Saturday as well. If I'm not mistaken, it might be at 11 a.m. too. That is a patio
That's
opportunity.
a good day. How many hot dogs do you think Hunky Hamel's going to down that day? It was 17 degrees. He's going to be barbecuing with his shirt off.
Yeah, good friend of the show, loves his hot dogs.
Okay, so the city is trying to convince people to live downtown. This is going to blow your mind. Did you know that downtown living in Edmonton...
Wait, let's make Reese guess. How many people live in downtown Edmonton?
How many people do you think live downtown Edmonton? What's the population in Edmonton?
1.2 probably.
In Edmonton, it's 1.2?
I'd say so.
And so this is just strictly downtown.
How many people do you think reside downtown Edmonton?
Damn.
How big is downtown?
I can't read that.
1.2.
How do you know this stuff?
I don't know.
My goodness.
So where would that be grabbing from?
I would imagine it would be north and south of Jasper, from the river to probably just north of
White Ave?
Rogers Place. No, nowhere near White Ave. So from the river to
You got to cross the river.
Yeah, to get to downtown?
Yeah.
Have you lived here before?
I have.
Yes, to get to downtown, you would be across the river from White Ave.
I know, but I've always thought of White Ave as being downtown. No, that doesn't count?
Nobody has ever said that before. That's not a thing.
Why?
White Ave is nowhere near downtown. It's not downtown in Edmonton.
You're right. It's more south.
It's not south either.
Where is it?
Central?
Okay, congrats. Congrats on knowing everything.
That one was pretty easy.
Whatever.
So from the river, let's say to north of Rogers Place.
Oh my God, the guesses in the chat are wild.
Jasper Ave, the majority of it.
How many people do you guys think live downtown? Okay, now that I'm thinking about what the actual number is, yes, saying White Ave was downtown was very stupid. My bad.
Okay, so Reese, I know this guess, it's a tough one to guess. I was really surprised by the answer. How many people live in the downtown core? Should I find out how many people live in Vancouver downtown core to compare?
No.
How many people?
I would say I don't know. I feel like is 65,000 a lot?
No, the guesses in the chat.
Read some of them.
480,000 was a guess. 200,000, 125,000.
Vancouver, which a lot bigger than us, and a much bigger downtown. 121,000 people live in the downtown.
How many people do you think live downtown Edmonton? You're going with your, what did you say?
He said 65,000. I think that's a commendable guess.
That's a pretty good guess.
Well, then if Vancouver's that big and has that little amount of people living downtown, I'd say 26,000.
That's a good guess.
13,000.
Holy.
That's it.
That's crazy.
13,000. They're hoping to get it up to 26,000 or to double it.
They
right?
want 24,000 people living downtown by 2030. So they want to revive that downtown life. So much to the point where people know where downtown is. City Council, they have this new grant called the Attainable Housing Program. So they want a lower property tax, lower rent, and they want more people being like, this is tempting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to live there.
Yeah. I think like the high prices doesn't make a lot of sense for people when they can, have a 10-minute commute and rent for half the price. So this makes sense to me.
Our guesses were almost as bad as Lisa's White Ave comment.
Yeah, that one got the people going.
As somebody who grew up in St. Albert, we would say, let's go downtown. And sometimes that meant white. So I've just associated going.
I would also say that
St. Albert
anytime, White Ave would be downtown.
Thank you.
But
all of you cross the river snobs need to get the hell out of here.
So anybody that lives in or around Edmonton closely knows that White Ave is not downtown. But if you're coming in from out of town, White Ave and downtown is so close to you because you both lived in the sticks that it all feels like it's downtown. I'm just trying to work my way through your stupidity. Lance Kane came at me pretty hard too, though, and said White Ave is definitely south side Edmonton.
Because you said central.
Yeah, I don't think it is south. To me, South Edmonton is anything south of the White Mud. That would be South Edmonton to me. And except for on the west end.
Okay, but also
and that's just west because the White Mud goes north. Anyway.
And the city is expanding. We have to remember
like
that.
Yeah, like to me, South Edmonton is South Common, South Gate.
Which makes sense.
It has to have a south in the name.
That's right.
Oh, wait. South Gate is north of the White Mud. So that's my cutoff for South Edmonton.
Honestly, who gives a shit?
Well, everybody in the chat. People are very interested in this. I grew up in Redwater and I knew White Ave wasn't downtown, says Mr. Burns. Imagine if 13,000 people lived in downtown and it included White Ave.
That's why I realized that comment was very stupid.
That's what the population would be here if oil went away completely. Because everybody would just be like, well, heading somewhere warmer. All right. Thanks for...
I just realized that I have hair on my upper lip. I need to use Pat's... What did he call it? What was his move?
We should draw a map and circle where we think South Edmonton starts. Also,
perfect.
Sweet distraction.
I was literally
playing with your mustache. We're not interested. We were talking about something.
I'm trying to move on.
Okay,
we got this comment in the chat. Take the L like champs. No, I don't know how to do that.
I just want to know what everybody's opinion is. What's considered South Edmonton? Anything south of White?
Free air. Yes, that's the word.
I could agree with.
What? What are you talking about now?
Well, I think that it's the goddamn river, says Lance Kane. Anything south of the river is South Edmonton. No, but does that mean there's not a central? There's just a south.
What would be central
downtown?
Edmonton to you?
White Ave. White Ave would be somewhat central. With how vast the south development is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the river. Everyone's saying the river.
Which
also is a great song. Where's the camera going?
You can pretty much drive to the airport now and there's houses. So like eventually we got to say that not all that's considered south. That's 3/4 of the city, feels like. I know that that's not a right stat, but... All right, well, maybe we'll have to get the mayor on again.
Who sings...
Discuss this with him.
Who sings The River?
The river...
No, don't make it up. This is a good song.
I was trying to remember who sings it by singing it.
Is it Barbara Streisand?
Yeah, I think she might do a version.
She does Cry Me a River.
Well, some say that love is like a river.
No.
Is that right?
The River.
What do you mean, no?
Bruce Springsteen?
No. Oh, Garth Brooks. Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
He sings a song called The River.
He does. I'm going to figure this out.
Black Label Society has a song called The River.
That's probably one of the best songs ever, and I haven't listened to it in 20 years. Who wrote that in the chat?
Miss Mackey, I think.
Incredible work. But no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Justin Timberlake.
Ben-
No, that's Cry Me a River.
Ben Platt does a cover of it. The River.
Okay, what are we doing here? You're just doing a show where Lisa...
I found it.
Lisa Googles shit.
I found it. Ready? It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees.
It's a Christmas song? That's not the one you were thinking of. I was singing the one you were thinking of.
Oh, I wish I had a river. You don't know that song?
Yeah, I do.
See? Told you.
What the hell does this have to do with anything?
Everyone was writing the river in all caps, so I had to figure it out. All right.
Well, glad you did.
Thanks.
Okay, let's look at this actual map of Edmonton. See, like, below the Henday now, packed with houses on the south there. So that, to me, yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's all Edmonton now. So to me, South Edmonton is south of the White Mud. Central Edmonton includes downtown and goes up to the Yellowhead, and north is anything above the Yellowhead. I rest my point. Peace. I rest my case.
That's fine.
White Ave is closer to Central than South. Yeah, well, White Ave we're saying is the cutoff. Aren't we? Or are we saying that White Mud is?
God, this must be boring for people that are watching outside of Edmonton. Oh my God, all of our international saucers are out.
Mr. Burns says Ryder's cranky today. I'm having quite a good time, actually.
Oh, I wish I had a river. More Reese, someone said. True. Wait, that's coming from Reese in the chat. Reese, is that you?
No, I know him, though.
You
It's
do?
a different Reese
Yeah.
who wants some more
Put
Reese.
your face on the screen for your friend.
Hello, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
I thought that was him saying that to you. I was like, how did he get his voice on the show?
Okay, we got to get into some viral moments. Should we do a round of almost viral?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's some fire content out there that you need to be aware of right now.
And Almost Viral today is brought to you by Southview Acura, family owned and operated in Edmonton's South Side. They've got a showroom filled with beautiful vehicles, and a lot of them you can get into for far less than you'd think. A great service team, a great sales team. The receptionist is awesome. Make sure you go say hi at Southview Acura.
Evelyn.
And discover why luxury meets reality.
You want to know why Evelyn is great at the front desk? You don't have to ask twice for the Wi-Fi. She just gives you it.
Oh.
Not even the guest one. I don't know if people are supposed to know that. Sorry, Evelyn, if I just got you in trouble. Okay. Almost Viral. Reese, I don't know if you have this one in the segment yet, but I sent a clip in our prep sheet, and it's a wrestler with pizza. Does that ring a bell to you at all? If not, no worries.
Yes, just give me 1 sec.
Okay,
You guys are going to die when you see this. You think you have a favorite wrestler? Not anymore. This is going to be the new.
Does the wrestler have something to do with a horse?
No.
Oh.
Why?
Because you went, you think you got a favorite wrestler? You just made a little huzzy sound, so I thought
A little hinny.
I thought that maybe there was a huzzy shout out.
Okay, also shout out. We got a brand new listener in the chat. Built for this official said, new listener here. Love what y'all do. Goyle.
Thank you.
Wow. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate that. It's a weird one for you to be jumping on board with, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It's been a little scattered, mainly because Lisa thinks that people want to watch her Google stuff while we're doing the show. Let me find out what year The River came out.
It's a good song. Some people want to know that kind of stuff. And the version that I was singing is a cover. I actually don't know who the original Joni Mitchell.
We're not about to find out. Nope. Stop it.
Okay, wait till you see this wrestler and what he brings into the ring. This is opening the doors for other potential wrestlers to come through with things other than ladders and flamethrowers. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to come through with something different, something original. Check it out.
Oh, damn. Oh, sick move.
That is incredible. I'm obsessed. The crowd.
It's just
I need
such
to
a
be
sick
there.
move, yeah.
And you know that this is it's taken place in a community hall somewhere.
Does anybody do cultural appropriation quite like wrestling? They have really just zoned in on that for decades. Like the characters are all such crazy stereotypes. The Italian guy who looks like Mario, who's throwing pizza at
That was a
people.
real Italian.
Yeah.
That mustache was real. That guy was using Pat's method.
I think that they've pivoted a little bit. They're maybe a little less risky with some of their cultural choices.
Not that
in
place though.
wrestling.
Like the tickets at the door were $10 there. For sure. And the place was packed that guy was awesome.
Did you see the wrestler who I think ended up having to apologize, or the wrestling company did, the ICE agent?
No.
That was one of the characters that
Are you
came out.
serious?
Yeah. Took a chance. The internet turned on him and he's had to apologize.
I think I missed my window. I could have been a wrestler.
Yeah?
Like I'm built for it.
You have
I think
the
I am.
worst pain tolerance out of anybody I've ever met.
Do you want to see how big my traps are?
Uh,
Wait.
Yeah. There they are.
Oh, you can't really tell.
Yeah, you can't because you're wearing a hoodie. But, like, you'll stub your toe and you make it sound like we need to call the ambulance. So I guess you'd be good at acting hurt as a wrestler.
There's been a trade. Not for the Oilers, though.
Okay, big one.
Okay, but I love this. I love the surprise.
Like somewhat. Toronto trades Nick Waugh to the Colorado Avalanche for a first and a fifth. Sorry.
Ooh, first.
I think it was Friedman or Frank had said yesterday that Toronto wasn't going to trade Waugh without a first round pick coming back.
Oh.
Which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously somebody's willing to pay.
Well, and the thing is with Colorado's and Edmonton's and whatnot, like their first rounds are different than a Columbus first round.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Columbus normally probably picks between 5 and 10 most years. Edmonton, the last stretch and probably the next 3 or 4 years, that's almost a second round pick.
Yeah, basically. Like
if you're picking 29th or 33rd, you're in the same ballpark.
yeah. And like it's the same thing with like a second round pick from Vancouver would be worth like basically a late first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point.
lots of people in the chat saying expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy overpay, says Mistaken Mexican.
I was kind of hoping we'd end up with Nick Waugh because, as we've talked about on the show before, my legal name that I never went by is Roy, and I could get a jersey with Roy on it.
Oh, one of my friends just had a baby named Murphy, a little girl Murphy, and she's so excited now she can get a Murphy jersey.
We did have a Roy on the team about 4 years ago. He didn't last very long. Forget his first name. He was number 8. That's cute. A Murphy jersey is adorable
I know.
for your friend's daughter. Our friend's daughter.
True.
I like her too.
Reese knows her too.
Yeah. Shout out Rebecca.
Shout out.
No, the set.
Wait, not you, Rebecca.
Not about Rebecca.
Sorry,
The
Rebecca.
cow noise was about the hand motion that we do. Show again, Lisa. This is what we do. Right. Glad we cleared that up.
Okay, back to almost viral. What else is happening out there in the world that people need to know about, Reese?
Let's get into it.
Do it. Okay, we need the sound for this. This is so funny. Okay. Let's try again. You're going to love this. Lance Kane, you're going to love this if you haven't seen it yet. I know you're in the chat.
Man, this is so good.
I got a question. Is it pet smart or pet smart? Are you saying that pets are smart? Or are you saying you're a mart for pets? I need answers! Which one is it? And it can't be both!
You know how like the other day it was like, here's the cut. It's the cutoff for your RSPs to be put in your account. It's tax season.
Yeah.
And you're like, why hasn't my accountant gotten back to me? Because they're making music videos like that.
That's what they're doing now. That's what Gen Z accountants are up to.
I'm sorry, but that is fire content.
Well, and you got to think we're going to see a lot more of those guys. That concept they came up with and the fact that that's going viral is so easy to replicate. All you have to have is an interesting
question,
yeah. Something that people maybe haven't thought of. And then you turn it into a metal song and throw paper around. Like those guys could film the next 25 music videos back to back to back and just go viral for the next 2 years.
So what is the answer? Is it PetSmart or PetSmart?
Well, I think the logo gives the answer because it changes colors halfway through, right?
Which letter changes?
Let's have
The
a look
S?
here. Images. So,
PetSmart.
So it is. I always thought it was PetSmart, but it is. Pet is in red and smart is in blue, so you got to think it's PetSmart. But oh wow, that is a really good song. Now that I think about it,
It's perfect.
Yep.
Because what
If
is
the
it?
colors would have said pets and then Mart, it's obvious. But I think they're just toying with us a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna that will not be the last we see of those crazy accountants tearing it up. Next video.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it going to say you're beautiful?
Oh, the music had us. That's so good. Has to look at it again. She'll be telling her friends and family for the rest of her life that story. And,
Okay,
and it didn't harm anybody.
Next loser, 3 stars.
I will.
Has to do that at the mall.
Yeah.
I
did.
We're going to film it.
I did just go off yesterday about how much I hate when people film strangers for content.
It's her
and
facial
now I'm like,
expression.
oh, I love this video so much.
Okay, but I actually do love the ones of that where they'll give a stranger a thing and it's inspirational, and then you actually see them go, wow, this is a sign from the universe. I needed this. Like, there's some really cool videos.
Or like $1,000 bill, and you're just like, you made somebody's life. They start crying. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We can do, so the loser of 3 stars of anything has to do one that says, I took 3 shits today, or something close.
Something similar.
And a really nice gesture as well.
Yeah.
And then our karma is intact.
Someone in the chat just said, you guys are making work impossible for me today.
Sorry about the chaos.
Sorry.
All right, next video.
How does it feel to be in a place where everyone hates you? I don't think I've ever experienced that. We got lame Gretzky over here. This is like being on the highway during rush hour, weaving in and out of traffic. I think beer league hockey practice can wait. But I break a 5-year-old girl's ankles for what? If you have a mortgage, you cannot do this. You got to pick one. Be a functioning member of society or skate like an asshole. One or the other.
That guy's really funny.
That guy was going way too fast for the amount of people there.
Lame Gretzky stealing that.
There is often on a busy sheet ice somebody that's taking it a little bit too seriously. It's usually like guy and girl on a first date, and the guy wants to show the girl that he's got wheels.
It's when they do the aggressive stop. And all of the
snow gets on other people's pants.
we
and stuff.
get it. You learn how to stop.
I've always been jealous of the stop in hockey. This will take me to a chirp that somebody laid on me yesterday in the Instagram, Oilersnation Instagram.
Did you see the chirp on Ryder yesterday? Under the Wallman video?
I think I might have.
Some guy says, I saw a Ryder at the dog park. He looks like he's the king of Wendy's.
They said, not king
Wendy's
of
All-Star.
A Wendy's All-Star.
And plays Div 17 hockey. And I said, I'd only play 17 if there wasn't an 18 available. Sick. Your sick response, right?
Also, you haven't been to the dog park in
I play with
years.
him. I play with him in my backyard, which I own. How about that, guy in the Instagram? I got my own backyard, bitch. Okay, sorry. I've always wanted to stop like this, like when you're skating and you just do that.
Nope.
Does that make sense?
I don't know what that means. One foot's in the air.
Like how guys normally, when they're coming off the ice, how they'll stop with the inside of their blade.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And lift their other leg like
That's
they're
cool.
a dog taking a pee.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You've never been able to do it?
No.
Let's get a video up.
Yeah.
Let's do a tutorial and then the reveal. You know how some people, they go months of learning how to break dance and then they just reveal that they know how to do it now? Let's do that.
The only thing is I've had surgery on my right knee, so like trying that out seems dangerous. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Reese, could you teach me how to stop like that?
Yeah, of course.
Do you just have to commit?
I think so.
Liam that works here at Oilersnation just texted us and I'm like, oh my God, maybe it's a trade. Nope. He said, do you guys like beet relish? He's really trying to get rid of his beet relish that him and his fiance made.
He's got just like such subtle undertones of being an old man that I really appreciate, like his love for flags. And he's got just beet relish that he's bringing in. Hell yeah.
You were eating lunch here at Oilersnation HQ recently, and he walks up and he goes, how are the first couple bites?
Yeah.
And that is peak comedy.
Uh-huh.
That's a funny
Enjoying
person.
your first few bites?
Yeah.
All right, next video, Reese. Answer the man's question. Yeah, we will take beet relish.
Yep.
Crazy. Dangerous. Dumb.
Stupid.
Crazy. Dangerous. Dumb.
Stupid.
I think that's it.
I don't know why.
Did you send this to Reese?
Did I send that or did Lisa?
We don't even have a Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I think I must have sent that by accident.
I'm embarrassed. It's because you have a crush on the one chick.
No, I don't know why I would have sent that.
Yeah, that was a waste of time. Anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I sent it to you. Read the caption underneath of what I sent to you.
Oh, it'll take
That's
me a while
way
to
too-
find.
Okay, it wasn't for almost viral. I sent it to you and I said we should change this to like when you decide to cheer for the Flames. Or like change the caption on it and use it for Oilers Nation because
Got it.
Yeah, so like
So you should have sent it to Bag Milk because he makes all the like fun memes and stuff.
sure.
I'll take that on the chin.
It's okay.
No, it's not your fault.
It's hilarious that it worked like this. But yeah, like we could caption it with like when you don't think the Oilers will make the playoffs and they do. And it's just like
Right.
stupid, dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah. It's going to be
Dangerous.
Y'all watch out for that on Oilers
Okay, wait, I got it.
social media.
What
It's
if-
going to be fire.
You know what we should actually use that for is after I read my sports interaction picks. You guys wanna tag along with me today? Dangerous. Scary.
Stupid.
Stupid. Dude, I had the Red Wings. They were gonna win.
Uh-huh.
Vegas wins in overtime. Today's a new day though. That's what we say.
Your boyfriend scored last night too.
I'm aware.
Oh, that you're not happy about that?
No, I'm mad because I was gonna bet on it. And I was like, there's no way Simon's scoring.
I think we do have to have an intervention here. I think you have to separate your fandom from your sports betting a little bit. Because you're like, here's an example. Here's an example. We're at the game. I brought this up on the show yesterday. Draisaitl scores, but because he wasn't the first goal scorer,
which is what I bet on.
you were visibly angry.
How about yesterday when I wanted to bet on a certain team to win? And I said, oh, because they haven't won in a long time. And you said, that's a terrible way to bet. Like, bet on them winning, they're going to win again. And then they lost last night.
Yeah, I said it's smarter to bet on streaks than it is broken streaks. Because they're streaks for a reason.
It wouldn't have mattered because it was on my parlay with Detroit. So
Anyway, I think you need to separate your fandom from your sports betting, so that you're not like, oh, I can't believe the guy I'm cheering for scored and I didn't bet on him. Like, you should be pumped for the guy you're cheering for. You should be pumped for the team you're cheering for, even if it doesn't hit.
That's fair.
Okay?
Yep. My computer's going to die. What else is new?
All right. Coming up next on the show, should we get into 3 stars of anything? Are we doing that as a wager? We've got 2 wagers that we still have to do the punishments for. So I will do the...
Yes!
It's finally a nice day. I'm getting the
we're gonna go,
eyelashes on my vehicle.
And we're going to get a video of you ripping around the city when it's 17 degrees on Saturday.
Yeah. I hope they stick in there good. And then we got to get your impersonator maybe this weekend. Have you decided who you're getting yet?
No. There's no good impersonators in Edmonton. I can't find one.
That is a lie.
Does anybody listening know any good impersonators?
Well, yesterday someone said, I know someone that can do Spider-Man. And I was like, is it your 4-year-old nephew? Like, that doesn't count.
They can do Spider-Man.
Like, they know someone that can do a Spider-Man impression.
Climb on walls?
Yeah, like what does that entail? That's impressive. I want to come to that one.
Yeah.
If a guy can do Spider-Man.
Talk about a dream job.
Yeah. Just going and hanging. When people get home, you're just... Hell yeah.
All right, let's get into 3 stars of anything. We've got a good one today. Do you know what we're doing today?
Yeah, I thought we were going to hit that.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
And the 3 stars of anything is brought to you by Southview Acura.
I've already given them a nice big shout out today. That's
You
why when you
did?
said Southview Acura, I said no, because I already... But yeah, I'll gladly shout them out again.
Why not?
Southview Acura, family owned and operated on the Edmonton South Side. Just a bunch of beauties. We talked about how nice the receptionist was, how she gave you the Wi-Fi.
That was like 2 minutes ago.
Did you do smack before the show today, by chance? Like, just a little bit?
No, but I was reading yesterday that Billy Idol said he did smack to stop being addicted to heroin or something crazy like that. That was a weird headline. Also, something you probably should keep to yourself.
He's got a new documentary coming out that's called Billy Idol Should Be Dead, I think. Or
So he's
along those
promoting
lines.
his
he's talking
dog.
about... He's being open. Yeah. It's nice.
All right, 3 stars today. Things people pretend to like. Things people pretend to like and enjoy, and you're like, I see right through you. You don't actually like that. Get your honorable mentions in. We'll get to those after we list off ours.
I'm going to go with my first overall choice and just get it off the board immediately. I'm going with running. Running, especially long distances, people are like, oh, it's my passion. That doesn't make any sense.
There was a guy who went viral for doing a 5K run while on an 11-hour flight. So he suited up and ran in the bathroom.
What?
For 5K.
Well, like...
Because he loves running so much he couldn't wait 11 hours on a flight.
Ugh. While a poor old lady's waiting there clenching her cheeks. Like, what a jackass.
I know. I watched the video and I was like, I'm not impressed. I'm annoyed of you.
Is the running community supporting him?
Probably.
Like,
yeah,
I think
actually, yes, because the caption was someone else sharing it and they said, nothing stops this guy. Not even an 11-hour flight. And he was suited up in running gear.
I appreciate taking your health seriously. You know, you only got one body, you only got one life, but that is sending it a little bit too far. So my first overall pick is running. Things that people pretend that they love, but how can anybody actually like it? Lisa, your first pick.
My first pick for things that I think people pretend to enjoy, having a home gym. As soon as you have a home gym, there are no excuses.
Okay.
It's right there. I don't think you actually enjoy your home workouts. I think people enjoy leaving the house, going to have a gym experience with other people. Even Arnie said that he never wanted a gym in his home because he loves the vibe of other hardworking people.
Yeah. I love pumping.
He loves it. And I think that if you have a home gym, you're actually miserable having that there.
I would probably disagree with that one.
You have to clean
I've
all
never
the
had
equipment. If something breaks down, that's your problem.
Yeah. I can see why you'd think a gym is more, not even more convenient than your workouts right there at the house. I'd love a home gym, I think. Reese, your first pick.
My first overall pick, I'm going to go with LinkedIn. I think there's some people that go super crazy hard on it, and they're like, oh, look at me. I just did this new thing in our company, do.
Yeah.
Like,
it's an ego boost.
Yeah. Let's cool our jets here.
All right. That's a great pick. My second overall choice is going to be the Mona Lisa. Is it that impressive?
If that were me, if I was the Mona Lisa and someone painted my picture and I looked like that, I'd be like, delete it.
Delete it. I hate it.
Delete it. I hate it. Take another one.
If I walked by that picture and it had no backstory, no lore, no, you know what I mean? I don't think I'd look twice at it. I'd just be like, oh, there's a painting. So I get that people like real educated art collectors and whatnot love the storyline of Mona Lisa and the artist's storyline, but like the actual picture, it's pretty mid, isn't it?
It's pretty mid. That's a good one.
Thank you.
My second overall pick is owning fish or an aquarium. Cleaning a fish tank. No. The smell of fish food, nah.
It would be tough to put that much money into a pet and not have it like show that it loves you.
Right. I did a live on location at a pet store.
Excuse me. What am I supposed to do?
Cover your mouth.
I'm sneezing in the corner where nobody is.
Bless you.
On your lunch.
I did a live on location at a place where you could buy your fish, and someone walked in and bought a $4,000 fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
$4,000 fish.
But I also love so much when people are passionate about things
Totally.
that I don't know about.
And they have their own community.
Go get it. Yeah.
They have their own community of other fish lovers, and they bond over it. There's probably Facebook groups or get-togethers. That's great. But for me,
yeah,
I just think a lot of people that have fish are like, God, I can't wait for this to be a...
No. You know? They don't think like that. But they hope that it dies.
We'll see what the votes say.
Reese, your second pick.
Okay, I'm going to go with, and no shade to anybody that does this.
Right.
But like when you wake up in the morning and take like a green shot of like all these like healthy, nutritious things.
Spinach and garlic.
There's no way that you like that.
I do that every day, and it is awful.
You do? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have the true greens.
Right.
But if you were to tell somebody about it, would you be like, oh, I do this every day, and it's awesome, blah,
I do
blah,
say
blah.
that.
Uh-huh. Wow, good pick, Reese.
Thank you.
You can rest your case. And with my third pick, I'm going to say the Happy Birthday song.
Singing it or being sung to?
Mainly being sung to if you're not a child or elderly. I think that kids and seniors have an appreciation for it. If they're so hyped about their birthday or just excited that people are like recognizing that they're
It's so
there.
wholesome when you see a kid and they're sitting there with their cake.
And everybody's saying it's beautiful. But
the
by
best.
14, you're like, stop singing this at me.
Or shorten it.
Yeah, let's shorten it. Let's do like a happy birthday cheer if you're in that age range of 14 to 78.
There's got to be some people in their 20s that love going to like Montana's for their birthday though. And then they get to stand on their chair, they get to wear the big horns. They get to
I don't know what I've been told. Someone here is getting old.
Someone here is getting old.
20, 30, 45.
20, 30, 45.
We're just glad you're still alive.
Imagine if they died, like choked on a rib or something right after. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually does like that. I think other people like seeing their
some
friend or
people love
family
it.
member embarrassed.
Some people love it. They love being the main character in a restaurant. They
get the fajitas.
They get the fajitas. They... Behind. That's what the servers are
Lance
saying.
says, my wife absolutely loves her birthday and demands the happy birthday song. All right.
See? Few and far between, but still a great answer. I think a lot of people will agree with you on that. My third and final pick is doing your emails in a cafe. No, you're not having a good time. And I know you're putting on this act like you work so hard, but the headphones are in and you're listening to the sauce. And you're not actually sending emails. Don't try and act like you're all efficient up in this cafe.
Do you think there's a chance that they just like don't want to be bothered by other people, so they have the headphones and the laptop out? Like, are they actually just
just wanting to go out for a nice croissant,
playing Minesweeper?
Oh, I never understood that game.
Yeah, took me a while. Then I got it.
You did?
Yeah, I think I figured out one of the easiest games ever invented. But it was confusing the first time you played it.
I think I tried it once and I went, not for me.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Tetris girly.
All right, Reese. Your Isaac Chow says, I'm damn tired of being called out.
For what?
I think one of these
Damn,
things.
I'm being called out, says Isaac. So must love birthdays, must love their home gym.
He's working at a cafe on his computer
He's
right
in a
now,
cafe right now.
thinking about his fish.
Literally, Isaac just wrote, I'm at a cafe. I'm supposed to be doing work, but I'm watching y'all.
Well, thank you, Isaac. Reese, your third pick for things that people can't possibly love as much as they pretend to.
Okay, my final pick is going to be just being at a crowded bar. I think it is like the worst thing in the world when you like can't get to one side because there's so many people in the way, and everybody in there is like, "Oh yeah, I love this," blah blah, and I'm like
miserable.
Yeah, riddled with like anxiety because like I can't go anywhere.
Catching a cold.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're being pervy because you bump into somebody by accident, but you didn't mean to.
Someone crop dusts you, and you're like, "Who was that?"
There is one. If it's after an Oilers win in the playoffs,
yeah.
Don't care. Get as close as you want to me.
Okay.
But any other time, no.
All right, let's go back through our 3 picks, and then we'll put up the vote.
And then we'll get to your honorable mentions. There's some good ones in the chat. Ryder, what are your top 3 answers?
I went with running, the Mona Lisa, and the happy birthday song.
I went with home gyms, owning fish or an aquarium, and sending emails in a cafe.
I went with LinkedIn, a green shot in the morning, and crowded bars.
Get your vote on.
LinkedIn got some hype in the chat.
Yeah.
I actually think I deleted mine because I was like, I'm done with this.
That's going to be a tight one. Once again, loser has to pass some notes.
In public.
To strangers in public.
God, we are behind. No, we got to do the hot AF challenge.
Oh, that one was suggested too, yeah. This is good. We got lots of bets coming up.
So much to get to.
And lots of content you'll be seeing on social media in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take care of getting you an impersonator and you don't know who it is?
Ooh.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
So it's just whoever shows up at the door that day, and then there's cameras set up, and we get some content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will pick
It has to be someone that I know, though, right? Like, it can't be someone where I'm like, I've never seen any of their movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Could be fun.
This is a tough one. Get your vote on right now. Who has the best top 3? I was winning. Now I have 19%. I don't know what happened there.
Reese and I are tied. Okay, it's tight. We will announce the winner to that coming up in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on, Evans?
Britney Spears was arrested in California last night.
I heard this.
She got a DUI.
She heard everybody talking about Justin Timberlake's DUI, and she's like a little bit jealous everybody's talking about her ex. So she goes out and gets one.
Why are people talking about Justin Timberlake's DUI again?
He was in the news because he's really trying to get the footage buried.
Right.
Because the cops that made the arrest have the footage that they were going to release or sell to like TMZ or something, and he's trying to make that stop.
But like we know what happened. You got arrested. You whispered under your breath, "This is going to ruin the tour."
I think depending on how intoxicated he was, if he's like,
could have been bad.
If he's buckled, it's a real like. at no point is that a good look, obviously, but it's a really, really bad look career-wise.
Yeah.
If you like if he barely blew over, it's a different story than if he was buckled. Because
yeah, he might have said some really dumb things.
Exactly. You don't know what's in that footage. I could see why he would want that buried, but it shouldn't be. This Brittany one will be interesting. I feel like I'm not surprised that she got a DUI. It seems like she's been banged up for 4 years straight, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like every one of her videos, I'm like, this chick is getting at it.
Do we agree? Do we all agree that the Free Britney movement was
A little preemptive.
maybe not smart?
Well, genuinely, like,
I feel so bad for her.
maybe her dad had control of things for a reason. And I don't know. That conservatorship seemed very unfair, and that it seemed people were taking advantage of her, but she does seem like she's unhealthy. And maybe
I'm
this
so worried about her.
maybe this is the kind of thing, though, where she's able to get the help that she needs. If this is a lingering issue, her in substance abuse, maybe she gets the help she needs and can turn it around. Like,
I hope so.
because yeah, some of her videos just seem.
It's so bad.
And I think there was like a year there where you didn't really want to say anything.
That's right.
Because like you're like, she's on her own path. She's on her own journey. She's not hurting anybody but herself. She's finally got Instagram. She just doesn't really know how to use it because she hasn't had to.
But she was dancing with knives.
It's progressively gotten more and more like unsettling. To me, I think probably to a lot of people.
Lance making a valid point. Britney deserves to be free. People make bad choices and have mental health issues. Doesn't mean others should have control of them.
Yeah, I don't think the control thing is the word that I'd like to promote there. I just wonder if like she was in a safer space. Like if she's getting banged up and driving, she's putting other people at risk now too. So she's not only like, it's not just her safety you got to be worried about. I don't know. Maybe she was in a better place in her family home. Is what I was thinking.
I don't know. We need to get a mentor through the door. Where's Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Like, get someone in there that can be like, girl, we're going to get through this.
You would think, too, that the music industry's seen enough of this, and like child stars have seen you've seen enough of their tragic stories, but a lot of people can't be helped unless they want to help themselves.
That's very true.
This could be a very big wake up call for Britney, and let's hope. And thankfully, nobody was hurt, and she was just arrested and off the roads for a long time now. That is a story that's
like the
news.
big headline for today.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the team in Minnesota? The Minnesota State hockey tournament that just shook down has kind of gone viral over the past 12 hours.
It feels like these have gone viral in the past, and sometimes it's the hair, but often it's their entrance. So they'll like skate up to the blue line really fast, stop, and then give their nickname.
Okay, so I saw that video footage.
Yeah.
But I didn't grab it. I just saw like some pictures of the team and the kind of crazy hair colors that they have right now. Reese, I don't know if you saw that on the prep sheet. You have it there? Check out some of these wild hair dye jobs. Absolutely unreal. Ryder, did you ever do crazy hair, like bleach your hair?
We used to do blonde.
I think that's a common one.
Yeah, I feel like the whole team shaved their head for a tournament once, or like the playoffs. It used to be for playoffs, you'd amp it up. Reese is probably a better one to ask. He played hockey a lot longer than I did. You guys ever do your hair crazy, Reese? Like zebras or?
No, I never really got into anything crazy like that, but I had a lot of buddies that like on their teams, they would basically just go and like dye it or bleach it. Like a lot of guys would bleach their hair.
But these guys on the Minnesota State team, looks like they got it professionally done.
Well,
You're not doing that at home.
One of their moms,
maybe,
is my guess, is pretty good at hair coloring.
The only thing that would suck is if like when you steer away from the group and you're just seen with that hair in a Walmart. And people are like, whoa.
It's like when you went bowling.
Exactly. And then I was off on my own at Gracie Jane's and I was like, oh, I just look like a weirdo.
So that to me, that's not just like sprayed in. That's
kind of looks
done.
like spray.
But the other ones look more legit. So maybe that is just.
No, it's got to be real because they're sweating so much it would leak.
Right.
That one's cool.
Oh, yeah, their helmets would be destroyed if they just had spray in. It's a little clowny.
Yeah, it's giving the Joker.
That looks pretty badass, actually.
Why wouldn't you also dye your mustache? Right?
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
That would be a bit hardcore, you're right.
I think this one's my favorite.
I like the second one. I like so that one's like a Spider-Man vibe. This one's like Tony the Tiger. So cool.
So it looks like those are different teams, though. That kid's from like an orange team. I think you got more options with orange than red. Spider-Man and a clown. It would suck if you like had just a really shitty idea and everybody else came in with something really cool and you're like, yeah, I'm a truck.
What? Brett just wrote in the chat, the Minnesota high school tournament is the biggest high school hockey tournament in the States. It's amazing, and I would love to go sometime. There you go. Mr. Burns making a very valid point. Elton John has helped a few celebrities get sober. It's true. Elton John has been sober since, I think, 1990, if I'm not mistaken, and he has helped a couple people get sober. He's a massive mentor to these young artists, and he's worked with Britney Spears, so I don't know, maybe he's made that attempt and it wasn't successful.
Yeah, let's just hope that somebody steps in that can actually provide some help. There's some amazing programs out there if she wants them to be.
Just a reminder that you're going to want to join the Daily Faceoff crew tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. till 1:30 p.m. Mountain for wall-to-wall coverage, instant reaction, some exclusive insights from guests throughout the day. Daily Faceoff on YouTube. Make sure you're smashing that follow button. And thanks to everyone who has checked in with us today. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Thanks for being here.
Speaking of tournaments in the States that you'd like to go and check out, thanks for that, Brett. I would say the Freedom Factory team captured the championship of the Florida Man Games.
What's that?
So this is something that I would like to go and see. It's its third year. It draws 5,000 spectators competing in viral Florida Man headline competitions, they say. So some of the challenges are naked rampage, using pool noodles to knock down plastic flamingos while completely naked. They got bull whips and bad decisions where contestants whip beer cans off of opponents' belts with, like, whips.
I don't know if I would go to this.
This is the Florida Man Games. They had grocery store brawl simulations.
What?
Yeah, what's this one?
This is totally a Florida story. I'm going to just start by saying that.
So the grocery store brawl simulation is where you load supplies into cart while there's a pretend hurricane that's been issued. So they're all things that like they might end up having to do. They have taser tag with cattle prods, and they're running around with those.
Sounds like a frat party.
The championship concluded this year with a high-speed obstacle course ending with competitors removing catalytic converters from vehicles while evading mock police pursuit. One attendee described the spectacle as the Redneck Olympics.
Wow, this sounds like your stag.
Yeah, like a lot of those events do sound like they'd kind of be fun, right?
Yeah.
It's like, as Mr. Burns says in the chat, group trip.
Yeah, give me a beer, I'll join in was another comment. I'm in, let's go.
Some of those areas of Florida, like if you've driven through Florida before, like they go from city, truly city, urban areas to like redneck.
Yeah.
You take one corner and drive 30 meters and all of a sudden you were in like somebody with a pet alligator is just like walking around with no clothes on. Like where the hell am I?
Especially with an alligator.
I was just in Orlando. Like it is it's pretty interesting, that place. So when you hear like a lot of Canadians will hear of Florida and they think like Tampa Bay, Orlando, Disney World, right? Miami.
You don't think of
but like the true Florida is just half a kilometer off the highway, and it is interesting.
Anytime we read about a crazy arrest, I'm like, was it in Florida? It always is.
Yeah. Seems like it is. I described that fairly poorly, but the Florida Man games took place, and some of those events, man.
The naked one, I don't know if I think that would be when I go for a washroom break. If I was one of the spectators, I'd be like, okay, let's go.
You wouldn't want to watch naked dudes get hit with cattle prods.
No.
Oh, I would for sure. Like to see that. Should we get into our bets?
Yeah, let's do it.
And those are brought to you, as always, by Sports Interaction.
Yes. Sportsbook and casino, every game's your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, you can bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus. Please play responsibly.
What did you go with today? You're parlaying again, Lisa. Haven't had a lot of luck with that.
Okay, what do you guys... Okay, I would love to hear from everyone. What are your thoughts on this? Because it's just 3 games tonight. Does this seem hopeful to you? Sabres to beat the Penguins. Bruins to beat the Predators. And Lightning to beat the Jets.
There is
Thoughts?
a hell of a lot more than 3 games tonight.
No, I know, but I only put 3 on my parlay.
Oh, okay. Say it again.
Sabres, Bruins, Lightning. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Lightning get by the Jets. You got to feel like Lightning need to rebound too. Sabres over the Penguins.
Yeah.
That's decent. And?
Bruins to beat the Predators.
Yeah. I think actually my ticket's fairly similar to that.
Really?
I did a parlay today as well. Let's check it out.
Oh, yeah, you did choose the same ones as me.
Exactly?
Well, no, but like you have those 3 in your parlay. Sabres,
sure
Bruins,
do.
Lightning.
I also got the Sens to beat the Flames. I thought the Sens actually looked pretty good last night. Or 2 nights ago. And I've added the Mammoth to beat the Flyers as well. Mammoth got in on the trade action yesterday as well. So a lot of the teams that we thought were going to be active have been thus far. Colorado, as of this morning, getting Nicholas Waugh, as we said. And we'll keep you updated if we hear of anything else coming down the old crapper. Make sure you're following Oilers Nation on social media.
Totally.
As
they're on top of it.
Yeah, if something ends up coming down in the afternoon again or whatever, just expect that somebody's going to be jumping on and breaking that down in a very good way.
Every game's your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with parlay boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. You can bet now at sportsinteraction.com/OilersNation 19 plus. Please play responsibly. In the chat, someone said, doesn't Florida have the best sunburn competition?
Wow. I haven't heard about that.
Grim.
Saucer Lindsay says if you Google Florida headline and then insert your birthday and year, you can find what craziness happened the day that you were born. Let's try it.
Okay. Also, thanks to everyone who's being very supportive about my parlay. We're feeling good today.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you so much, everyone.
We should all ride together.
We need that.
September 4th. 1982. Let's see if this works.
What is this?
So you punch in your birthday and then just the words Florida headline, and you see what strange news happened in Florida on that day.
Okay, everyone do it.
Mine looks like it was just a really big football win. So that's what everybody's talking about it. Let's say odd headline maybe.
Somebody disappeared on my birthday.
Florida baby born with a bullet in its brain and is thriving. All right. That's a pretty good one.
Okay, mine's actually pretty interesting. Mine was marking the rise of serial killer Eileen.
Oh.
And then later that year, the Gainesville Ripper murders.
Is the Eileen the movie Monster is made after? Reese, when's your birthday again? It's
October.
October 27th.
Wow, I'm a good friend. I remembered the month.
Seriously.
2001?
2002.
My God, you're so young.
Florida headline.
All right, let's see what Reese has. A grenade was found.
This is a Florida story.
Yeah. A grenade was found in a truck driven by a Florida man driving with a strange mannequin. Like, it's just every day.
There's always something.
Something's happening there. Today, the big news out of Florida could be Sergei Bobrovsky traded. Sounds like they're shopping him pretty heavily. And then by the sounds of it, the only team he wants to play for moving forward is Florida again. So he's going to get traded go play somewhere else, and then very likely just re-sign with Florida in the offseason.
Okay, we have a saucer in the chat that looked up their birth date and the headline news out of Florida that day. Man set fire to landscaper because leaves left on ground.
All right.
Sounds about right. Florida man arrested twice in same day for impersonating a police officer.
Mr. Burns, winner of $3.1 million, charged in death. It's just like we said every day. So once again,
every day,
type in your birthday with odd Florida headline. Hours of fun for you and the family.
Yeah, sit around with the kids. Let's all learn something today.
Okay, should we wrap her up today?
Yeah, we need to get an impersonator. Somebody said get a Lisa Evans impersonator. Can you imagine how funny that would be?
That would be a good one for like the next level for that viral trend is if celebrities started hiring people to impersonate themselves in front of them.
You'd really learn a lot about yourself in that moment.
Yeah.
You'd be like, wow, I'm insufferable. Good to know. We'll be back with you tomorrow for a fun Friday show. Feisty Friday as per usual. And then we hope that you join us at Uncle Glenn's tomorrow night.
Yes.
For
Uncle Glenn's is going to be awesome.
For our pizza party. You can get those tickets at nationgear.ca.
We have a nice little set of guests coming in tomorrow too, as we are right in the middle of trade deadline day tomorrow. It'll be very busy. So we've got some great peeps that'll be popping by and giving their expert advice, including bagged milk and Menzies. So tomorrow's show should be extra Friday.
Okay, if Menzies is coming, his laptop has to come too. I want it to make a guest appearance right here on the sauce.
I'll let him know.
And I'm going to get a selfie with it because it's so famous.
You should buy a little, or grab one of Charlie's bedazzling kits and offer to maybe spruce up his laptop.
I don't know if he wants more attention on it, to be honest.
For those of you that don't know, Menzies has a laptop that is the size of a large TV screen. And he's carrying it around with him. So he'll bring it on the show tomorrow. That's it for today.
Edmonton in all caps. One last thing in the chat. Edmonton is cut in half due to the river. Southside is anything south of the river. Edmonton people know.
Lance Kane's still pissed about that. Listen, we were just spitballing what we thought South Edmonton is considered as. Caps lock.
You did call me and Lisa dumb.
You did.
So.
That's because Lisa said that it was that White Ave was downtown,
So
and then you agreed with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it seems like everybody's wrong then.
No,
right?
I wasn't wrong about anything. Thanks, Lance. Getting us twisted up right before the end of the show again.
Yeah, we were going to move on.
Now we're going to have a terrible day. We hope you don't. Stay saucy. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 to 11.
Love you guys.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilersnation YouTube channel.
Freaking nailed it.